Looks like a lovely day for a video. So, I guess we're just going to do video things. This here is cheap fuel. Some of my fellers were like, dude, what's with all the bamboo? Yeah, it's very cheap, and plentiful, so why not? Anywho, this is how I've set up my bees, and it's pretty great. As you can see, I have the glass around it, and the glass needs to be around it because bees are really not that bright, and they will fly right into the flame. I know. So we want to kind of avoid that. Hello. Incidentally, if you find a beehive in a tree, the best way to make sure that there are actually bees in the hive when you pick it up, because they might be out and about somewhere, is at night. Because at night they go into their little hives and stuff, and there's no honey there. You can tell because honey's like dripping off of the side. I like my new tower. And why are you? Where? There's nothing up there. Okay, so random bee floating up the tower because why not? Well, I guess he does live here, so there's that. There's another setup. And I probably shouldn't have harvested all the honey and honeycomb before making the video, just so I could show you how. But all you do is really you grab a glass bottle and you right click, and it fills the glass bottle, and that's really all you got to do. So there's that. Um, Hello, another little setup over here. This is 3 high, and the reason why it's 3 high is because it seemed like a good idea at the time. It doesn't matter really. It can be 5, so it can be pretty high, but you do want the fires underneath it because they will attack you. The the smoke totally calms them down, and they're like happy bees, and you can come and take their stuff, and harvest. But if you don't have the smoke there, it might end badly for you. They'll poison you, and you'll. I mean, look how adorable these guys are. Aren't they just adorable looking? You wouldn't think that they're evil, ravenous creatures that can kill you, but they are. So you got to be kind of careful. But if you know what you're doing, and if you're kind of careful, then you should be all right. Incidentally, the way you feed them is by flowers. You go around, the world here, the world, collecting flowers, and I've actually planted some down below, but you go around collecting flowers, and then that's how they eat, and you make happy bees. Oh, let me show you the products. You can get honeycomb, and the honeycomb makes the honeycomb block. Let me show you that. And then you get honey, which makes the honey block. And it takes 4 honeycomb to make a honey block, and 4 honey to make a honey block. So let me show you these. They're pretty neat. Excuse me, excuse me. There's so many bees. Okay. Now, what I think is cool about the honey block, look at this. You can see through it. I know. Isn't that cool? And you can slide down it too. Hey, I just made an advancement by sliding down it. Awesome. See, I'm not going as fast. And this is kind of an aesthetical block. It's kind of, this block here kind of has like a retro feel to it. It's kind of cool. I don't know, it kind of says like 70s disco. Staying alive, ow, 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 staying alive. That kind of vibe. And it's pretty cool. You can chop them with like anything. It doesn't need to be a pickaxe. Um, so I guess that's all the wisdom and knowledge I have about the bees. It's really not that hard. Like I said, you have a box like this. um, you're going to need an axe with silk touch, and that's how I harvested them with the silk touch axe, because I just wasn't sure if the other one would destroy it. So I was just cautious. I don't think you need a silk touch axe, but I basically waited till nighttime, and these are the ones that come naturally. These guys here, and you can tell they're ready to harvest. Um, I came at night and took it, and then ran really fast, and I didn't get stung. So it was kind of a search, but we got it done. We got it done. So, anywho, I'm going to go ahead and harvest, because while I've been talking about the bees, they've been busy working like good little bees. And we just go over there and click on the thing. It's going to be nighttime soon, and when it's nighttime, they all go back in their little nests. And like I said, that's the best time to pick up a hive, is at night. Because if you do it during the day, and if there are bees around, they will attack you, and they'll mean it too. They will try to kill you. It's not fun. Kind of want to avoid. Kind of want to avoid that. Anyway, I'm just going to throw together some. You just make honeycomb, and you wait. That's the wrong button. Okay, you make the honey block, and boom, we have 3 more. I know, that easy. So, anywho, if you have another one. If you have wisdom or insight on bees, their behavior and collecting, and if you want to build a farm or something nifty that you do, let me know in the comment section below. The reason why, I know somebody's going to ask, the reason why I have these ladders here is because when you click on it for honeycomb, the honeycomb sometimes goes over there, and sometimes it goes over there, and sometimes it goes over there, and you never know where the honeycomb's going to be. So, yeah, that's kind of all I got. And thanks for watching. You have an absolutely wonderful day. It was a joy and a pleasure hanging out with you this evening. I'm just rambling, so I'm going to let you go. Yeah, Llama does that, so you can see them going back in their little boxes too, because the sun's going down, which is kind of neat. Anyway, we're done here. Bye-bye. Yeah. Come on.